Hey guys, how's it going? My name is of course Catmanjoe and welcome back to another 7 Days to Die news video on my channel. Today I've got 4 small but interesting news related topics regarding 7 Days to Die PC and console edition. So I thought I'd make a short video before I take my day off talking about the latest news and information, so let's just jump straight into it. First, let's talk about some good news that was shared by the Fun Pimps over on their Twitter. They tweeted out the other day saying the following: 1.0 is rocking and rolling on all platforms. 7 Days just broke its all-time concurrent player peak on Steam. Numbers are great on Xbox and PlayStation as well, and of course just buy it now. Alongside this tweet, they also shared a photo of their current Steam player count, which as you can see was 96,542 playing right now. And of course, they also showed their 24-hour peak player count, which reached 117,093 players, which is not bad for a game that is now over a decade old. However, while we're talking about this tweet though, in the replies, the Fun Pimps responded to 3 different people asking about a few different things. The first was someone called Boja, who had asked if there was any time frame for random world generation for console players, to which the Fun Pimps responded by just saying sooner than you think. Next, we had someone asking for an update on how some Xbox console players are still not receiving the discount for the now new version of 7 Days to Die on consoles, even though they own the old original legacy version, to which the Fun Pimps responded saying, if they have the original in their digital library then they should see the discount. If they don't see it then this would be an issue with Sony or Microsoft. The sad part about the situation is, from what I can see online, some Xbox players aren't seeing the discount even though they own the old digital version of the game, so they naturally are contacting the Fun Pimps asking for help. Then the Fun Pimps say it's an issue with Sony or Microsoft, so that person contacts Microsoft and they say it's not an issue with them and to contact the Fun Pimps, resulting in just a standstill. And the last tweet the Fun Pimps responded to was from someone asking when crossplay would roughly be available, to which the Fun Pimps responded once again by just saying sooner than you think. Now moving on, we've got some good news for Xbox players, and that is an update exclusively for 7 Days to Die console players on Xbox was released earlier today, fixing a horrible bug causing storage crates to delete all items within them. This was initially reported on Thursday when the game launched by a user on the 7 Days to Die website called Doom, where he explained how he found the bug. He said, everything in one of my storage crates disappeared. I finished a tier 1 quest and quit the game using the pause menu because the UI was getting glitchy. Then I restarted the game and went back to my base to store loot, and everything in one of 3 of my storage crates was gone. I have a small base built next to Trader Rect but not near a POI. I have a bedroll and land claim placed. I'm sure I didn't misplace or drop these materials, it was almost full and now there is 0 items in the crate. So yeah, thankfully within just a couple of days since the post was made, a patch is now being released for Xbox players, so hopefully that issue is fully resolved. And lastly for today's news video, we've got some news on the new 7 Days to Die related event called Horde Fest that will be happening this November. This news came from the 7 Days to Die Twitter account retweeting a tweet by Neebs Gaming, a YouTube channel with 2.36 million subscribers that covers 4 friends playing different games, including occasionally 7 Days to Die. Anyway, the tweet said the following: join us Halloween weekend in McKinley, Dallas, Texas for a celebration of all things at 7 Days to Die and at 7 Days Blood Moons and the spoopy season. Bring costumes and your party spirit as we hang out at the amazing Tops Brewery. Now from what I can see about the event description details and ticket details, this Horde Fest seems to be a 3-day long event with different things going on. For example, the first ticket option we've got is called Stream Night Thursday, October 31st, which costs $36, and its description says, hang out with the Neebs Gaming community members while we do our usual Thursday night stream. The second ticket option though is actually quite interesting. It's called VIP Party Night Friday, November 1st, which costs $117, and its description says, this is a very exclusive party with us. You will get swag, access to play Blood Moons, photos, and signing with the team and more. And the third and last ticket option is called Horde Fest Saturday, November 2nd, which seems to be the main event with tickets costing currently $42. The description for this ticket, or the actual main event ticket, says, join us for a night of fun with Neebs Gaming and the Fun Pimps. We will be on stage presenting Blood Moons, celebrating the release of 7 Days to Die, dressing up in costumes, then hanging out with you, listening to live music, having a drink, and more. Let's celebrate Halloween in style. So yeah, looks like with this Horde Fest event, we will most likely be seeing more gameplay of 7 Days to Die Blood Moons. And to be honest, it would probably make sense as by the time this event happens, it'll have been 8 months since the Fun Pimps actually showed us the first alpha footage of the game. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, with that all being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching it. If you did go to enjoy it, please be sure to share it with your friends, drop a like, and let me know your thoughts on all this news down below in the comment section. Also, I'm sure it goes without saying, but please be sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell to stay notified when I release any other 7 Days to Die content on my channel, whether it be news content, tutorials, or even glitches. And other than that guys, thank you all so much for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.